Kohalo Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Yahushai Ruach HaChodesh. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your servant Yashar, back with another epistle. So today we're going to go into St. Matthew, chapter 8, verse 5. And when Yahushai was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him. A centurion is a Roman soldier. So you can imagine how unorthodox that would have seemed. You have a man that technically upholds the Roman way of life, being a military soldier. But then spiritually, you have individuals that are actually ordained by Yahweh Shemashai to be in all sorts of different walks of life to serve the purpose of Yahweh Shemashai. In a modern sense, I've heard you actually have brothers that are lawyers, that are doctors. Yeah, man, the whole Hippocratic Oath and all that shit. But they're like reverse, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Esau comes off as righteous, but really they're wicked? Well, our people, it seems like they go into a world where you expect them to be wicked, but they're doing it for righteous purposes. For example, you might have Israelites that are doctors in the truth, that instead of prescribing pills and shit like Esau wants them to, they do little shit like try to throw homeopathic remedies. Instead of prescribing you pills, have you tried just drinking more water, changing your diet? That kind of stuff, you know? Things that really encourage the people. And then also, not to mention, as a doctor, what I learned, doctors make one of the best spies, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to veer too off. Let me just finish that point, though. Doctors make the best spies because they have all sorts of different people walking in to see them in their clinic, and they take down the little notes, and they have the nurse. So, you know, Yahweh Shemashai, what you think that only Esau does stuff like that, where they have... Yahweh Shemashai has his mans too. Just putting that out there. So, jumping back to St. Matthew, chapter 8, verse 5. And when Yahushua was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord Yahushua, my servant lieth at home, sick of palsy, grievously tormented. So this man had bare demons on him. I'm not talking about the centurion, I'm talking about the servant of the centurion. But you see, the centurion had compassion for his servant. An Edomite spirit wouldn't have compassion for a servant. They would use their servant until that servant is no longer being able to be used, and then discard them and on to the next. An Israelite, on the other hand, has care for those under his command. And it says here, and Yahushua said unto him, I will come and heal him. Straight up. Like, Yahushua knew this man's intention way before the centurion knew his own intention. So this is verse 8. So this is St. Matthew 8 and 8. The centurion answered and said, Lord Yahushua, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof. So in other words, he humbled himself. But essentially, him having that attitude is correct. I mean, this is Yahushua, the son of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. Like, what? And the centurion recognized that? Some good stuff right there. So, he says, the centurion answered and said, yeah, Lord Yahushua, I'm not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. Salah. And my servant shall be healed. That takes a level of faith. So These are the essential key ingredients to enduring unto the end, as it says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. Having humbleness, because when you're low, Yahweh Shai can bring you up. But if you're already up and proud, the only place you could go is down. Okay, so this centurion showed humbleness, and he showed that he cared for those under his command, which shows leadership qualities, and in a sense, it showed shepherd-like qualities, which we're supposed to be like. We're supposed to be like the shepherd, being leaders, as well as the sheep, being able to be led by the apostles of Great Millstone on down. Okay? And my servant shall be healed. So that showed faith. All right? That showed extreme levels of faith. And that's what you have to have in this truth. Faith is like the gasoline that drives the car, man. Without faith, you ain't going nowhere. All right? So it says here in verse 9, for I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, go, and he goeth. And to another, come, and he cometh. So it shows basically that he has a lot of clout. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff. Cometh, and to my servant, do this, and he doth it. When Yahushua heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, verily, and verily just means 100%. So without any form of doubt, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith. No, not in Israel. So we gotta learn from this, man. The application of faith, the application of humbleness, these key things, man. If Yahweh Shai has gifted you with them and Yahweh Shai is cultivating them, stuff like, you could do stuff like what the Centurion did, but in modern times, man. Like, now the Centurion had his servant healed. And not only that, the Centurion's faith increased in Yahweh Shai exponentially. And most likely that Centurion, well, I mean, I should say with verily, that Centurion is an elect man. Because he was elected to meet Yahushua and have Yahushua perform a miracle on him. And then it was immortalized by it being written down. So we gotta apply that, man. We gotta be like this Centurion with Yahushua. You know, if we're going through something, pray. Pray to our high priest, Yahushua, who art in heaven. Right? It says in scripture, roughly paraphrasing, actually, let me get it. I'll punch out with that. There we go. This is St. John chapter 14 and 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, in Yahushua's name, not no other name, man. And you know what? I've even heard people say Yeshua Mashiach. Can you believe that? And if you try to say to them, and you even show them proof, it doesn't matter because they were never meant to actually get the name. So it has to be Yahushua. No other name will do. Just like when you put passwords on your phone or whatever, it has to be that specific password. Even if you spell it the same but you have caps lock on, the password won't go through, man. So it has to be Yahushua. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that my Father may be glorified in the Son, because it's all about Yahweh Yahushua getting the glory. It's not about us. We were tools created by the Master. And if we're, Lord wills with he elect, I mean, that's unfathomable. No eye has seen, nor ear hath heard, nor has entered it into the hearts of men. Roughly paraphrasing, the things that Yahweh Shai has prepared for those that love him. So yeah, verse 14. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. And that's what the Centurion did. And now that's what we have to do if we aren't already doing it. And if we are already doing it, as I learned from watching Black Panther, just because something works doesn't mean it can't be improved in a lot of cases. So just because you may be praying, you can go deeper in prayer. As it says, you can never go far enough in worshiping Yahweh Shem Shai. So I hope y'all were edified. With that, shalom.